Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a binder tour. So I have 4 separate binders. The first one is for random boy groups and girl groups that I do not collect or that are just not one of my top groups. I have a binder for Monsta X, Red Velvet, Dreamcatcher, and Loona. One binder for Twice, and then another binder for 17. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do a binder tour, just kind of see where I'm at right now with my collection, and then be able to see how it grows as I continue on in this channel. So we're gonna start with the random boy groups and girl groups binder. I have it separated by girl groups in the first section and then boy groups in the second section. Over here I just have some envelopes from some of the albums that I've gotten, and we start off with Wikimiki. So I have almost all of Wikimiki's albums, and I have a buddy with me. Okay. So I collect almost all of Wikimiki's albums. I do not collect their single albums because in both instances, those singles have ended up being in mini albums afterwards, so I didn't feel the need to get those. But yeah, I just keep all of my album pools, and you're going to see that throughout this binder particularly. Everything in here is just my album pools. I think I've bought like 1 or 2 cards in this binder, but that's pretty much it. So first page is Wikimiki, and my bias is Yujung, and I have not pulled a photo card of hers yet. And then we complete Wikimiki up here, and then down here I have only 1 WJSN album. So those were my pools for Neverland. We have Bol 4. I have all of Bol 4's albums. And these have been all of my pools. And then we have ITZY. I also have all of ITZY's albums. And when I say that I have all of a certain group's albums, it's typically just one version of each album. So I only have one version of It's Icy, It's Me, and Not Shy. In ITZY, my bias is Chaeryeong, and I have not pulled her, but that's okay. And then we have Everglow, same situation. I have one version of all of their albums, and my bias is EU. IZ*ONE, again, have one version of all of their albums. My biases in IZ*ONE are Chaeyeon and Yoojin, and I have these 2 photo cards that I put away in my last storing photo cards video. But I got those off of Mercari Japan just because I really love them and I wanted to have them, so I went ahead and got those. And then these are the remaining IZ*ONE photo cards I have, and then down here we have CLC. And you're going to see that for the most part I try to keep 1 group per page. If there's a group that I only have like 3 photo cards of, or 2 photo cards of, or even 1, then I group them up with other groups just so I don't waste a page on just 3 photo cards or something like that. So I try to limit it to 1 or 2 groups per page. Then we have some solo artists. So I have Sunmi's Warning, and then these are all Taeyeon pulls from some of her albums. I do not have all of her albums. I absolutely love this photo card so much. And then we have OGG. So this is from the Little Touch Kino, which came with 2 full sets as well as 2 random photo cards. So I did pull Sunny and Hyoyeon. And then we have Chungha. So I have, again, all of her albums. The only album I'm missing is Gotta Go, because the album is just impossible to find at this point. And I think it was also a single album. I do make a few exceptions here and there when it comes to single albums. I try not to get them if there's only like 1 or 2 songs on them, but I do make exceptions, like with CLC's Helicopter, with Play and Stay Tonight. So actually the 4th photo card for Play and Stay Tonight is on the other page because it is a lot more colorful. And then I do plan on getting Hyuna's I'm Not Cool, I just haven't been able to get it yet. Then we have A Pink, my bias is Bomi, so very happy to have that photo card. And then up here, these 4 photo cards are Pristin, and then these 3 are Signature. And then we have 1 Hyolyn photo card from Say My Name, and then I do have at least 1 version of all of Blackpink's albums. And my bias in Blackpink is Jisoo. And then last page for the girls, we have Nature at the very top, and then the bottom 2 photo cards are Gugudan. So here we have the boy group section, and we start with Astro. I only have 3 Astro albums, and I still haven't decided if I'm going to get their latest release. I need to listen to it and see if I really want to get it. But I do have 3 of their releases, and my biases in Astro are MJ and Jinjin, and I did pull both of them for 2 out of those 3 albums, which is awesome. I honestly could not believe it when I got my albums and I actually pulled them twice in a row. But yeah. And then we move on to EXO. For EXO, I have a few of their albums, not all of them, and I don't think I will collect all of them. I tried to get repackages if I can, just because it just seems more worth it to me rather than just getting 2 albums that have the majority of the same songs. Again, I do have exceptions like for my old groups, but I do have Exact and The War on the way. And I just completely contradicted myself by saying that I only buy repackages. I try to. I do make exceptions, and my sister does have, I can't remember what the repack of The War is called, but my sister does have it, and we share music, so like if she buys an album, then I'll transfer it to my computer and vice versa. So I do have the songs. I just wanted the War album, so even if I already do have the songs. But yeah, so the way I organize EXO is that I do full group first, and then I go into all of these subunits and solo releases afterwards. So these are all in chronological order of release date for full member group or full group albums. And then we finish up here with Obsession, and then we start with the subunits and solos. So we start with CBX, and then we have Chan's first release, Baekhyun's first release. Here she is again. This is my beautiful cat, Mila. Mila, excuse me, baby. Okay, as I was saying, so up here we have XOSC's first release, Suho's release, and then Baekhyun's second album, and XOSC's second album as well. And then for ATEEZ, I have at least 1 version of all of their albums. I do have both versions of EP3. And I mentioned this in my starting photo cards video, but I did pull Yeosang quite a bit for their first series of mini albums. And then I have started to pull a lot of Sun for this second series of mini albums that they've started releasing. And then down here we have Only One Of. And then we have VAV up here, which, fun fact, VAV is actually the group that got me into K-pop. Their dance practice for their song Flower You came up as an ad when I was watching YouTube one day, and I just couldn't stop watching it. I was like, oh my god, this is freaking amazing. They're amazing. So I ended up saving the tab, and then eventually went back and just, that was it. I just kept watching their videos, and then that got me into other groups, and now we're here. But yeah, in VAV, my bias is Saint Van, and I actually forgot to mention for EXO, my bias is Schumann, but I do not have I have not pulled any of his photo cards. And for ATEEZ, my bias is Hongjung, and same situation, I have not pulled any of his photo cards. I do not have a bias in only one of, because I only very casually listen to them. But yeah, so that's VAV, and then I do have Eric Nom's The Other Side, and I have Day 6's Shoot Me. And then up here we have UNB, which I absolutely love that group. I'm really sad that they really did not know how to properly manage and promote UNB and really take full advantage of their talents, which is really sad, but it is what it is. I love the unit. I've watched it multiple times. My biases in UNB were Philolog and Uijin, and I do have Uijin's solo release, Emotion. And then down here we have Stray Kids, Go Live or Go Live. I'm not sure which of the two it is. I've heard it both ways. For card, I have all of their releases except for You and Me. And then we have BTS, which this was the very first photo card I ever pulled. Love Yourself Her was the first K-pop album I ever bought, so that's really special. And I only have 2 albums from GOT7. And then this is a bit of a messy page, but this is all NCT. So we have NCT 2020 at the top and bottom, NCT 2018 in the middle, and then these 2 are from NCT 127. We Are Superhuman and Neozone. And then I have Super M. So I pulled Lucas in the first album and Taemin in the second album. And then I have Onus's first mini and Icons repack. And yeah, that's it for this binder. Okay, so here is my Monsta X binder. As you can probably tell, my bias is Juhan. And I just have a Red Festival finale envelope there. And I do have all of Monsta X's albums. From We Are Here forward, I have all of their versions. I have 2 versions of Are You There, and I do plan on getting the last 2, but Barnes & Noble every once in a while brings in somehow first press Are You There albums in some of their stores, so I've been trying to see if like my sister or I can find the last 2 versions that I'm missing in store, because they do end up being American press and first press. So I'm not in any rush, so I'd rather wait and see if I can get those. And I do think that I will get the other 2 versions of the Clan Part 2.5 eventually. So these are all my pulls so far. I did buy this Juhan photo card because I really, really love it, and I think soon I'm going to start getting some more of his photo cards. And I just realized there's no crap. Okay, well, that's gonna annoy the crap out of me, but there should be a white sleeve here. Anyway, we have Shine Forever at the top, the code, the connect, and these are all the group cards I pulled for Are You There. I do have 1 extra copy that is a dupe album, but that's why I have 3 of the group cards. I am missing the solo card for the connect because I did trade with my sister for this young one. That's why I have 2 Shine Forever cards, but that's a long story. And then we have Are You There on this page. I absolutely love this photo card so much. Look at his little pout. And then we have We Are Here. And I did buy this one. All others were pulls. Absolutely love this photo card so much. His little scrunched up face. And this is the Follow Kino full group set. And then Follow photo card pulls. This is the only one that I have bought. All others have been pulls. And I did indeed pull almost Chankyun's full set. My sister pulled the version 2. And I pulled Shonu, who is her bias, so we're trading that so I can have a complete set and she can get her bias. And then we're also trading the ID card because she has a dupe of the M version for Kihyun. But yeah, I'm gonna have a full IM set on this page, which is gonna be really nice. And then we have Fantasia Kino full group photo cards. And then all my pools for Fantasia, except for this one. I did buy that one. Like I said, I love the blue-yellow combination so much, and this photo card's really beautiful, so I wanted to get it. This is Sub K Shop's New Year's Eve event that they did. They had a full group photo card set, and I pre-ordered one of the versions, so I was still missing the other 3. So I decided to just get it through them so I could get the full set. And then these are all my pools. This is the K-Town For You pre-order benefit, and this is the Kino photo card that I pulled. And then in here we have the lenticulars. Down here we have Chankyun. This is Hyungwon, which you cannot really see. There we go. And then up here we have Minhyuk, which again you can't really see. And then my sister has 2 of Kihyun, so she's gonna give me that one. I pulled 3 Minhyuks, that's why there's only 2 message cards in here. And I do have their 2020 season's greetings. I absolutely love this photo card so much. Juhan in yellow is just amazing. And I did buy the Siesta version of their photo book. So it comes with 2 full sets, and that white sleeve should be on the opposite side, but I'll fix that at some point. And then I do have all of Wonho's albums, all versions of both of his albums. These are the K-Town For You pre-order benefits, and then these are the album photo card pools. And then for Love Synonym Part 2, these are the K-Town For You pre-order benefits, and these are the album pools as well as the message cards, which I love that I actually pulled 1 message card of each version because they were random. I think they're like, how many were there? I think there were like 9 message cards that you could pull, and you could pull whichever version of the message card in any of your album versions. So I'm glad I did not get dupes in that they were 1 of each version. And then the last page just has some of the smaller Monsta X photo cards I don't like putting into the other ones because they're just different sizes. So that's the sticker from full group sticker from Clan Part 2.5. These are from All About Love, and yes, this Kihyun has sharp corners rather than rounded corners, and they all came in the same album. And then I did pull Shonu 4 X Phenomenon, which is one of their Japanese releases. And then we get to some of the girl groups that I mentioned. So we start with Red Velvet. You would think that I pull a lot of variety in Red Velvet, but I really don't. There are 3 Wendy's on this page, and then only Wendy and Irene on this page. And I did in fact pull both of Irene's most interesting photo cards from Rabbit Festival. So this is from day 1 and this is from day 2. And then these are my monster pools, as well as I bought Sappy off of Mercari Japan, and it did come with Joy's photo card. These are all my photo card pools. I did buy this one because I really wanted it. That is top note, these 2 are middle note, and this is base note, and that's also middle note. And then we have Dreamcatcher. So if I could, I would own all of Dreamcatcher's albums, at least 1 version of each. I do have all of Red Velvet's albums, 1 version of each. But Dreamcatcher's older albums are just impossible to find. So these have been all my pools. My bias is Dami, and in Red Velvet, my bias is Irene. That's why I bought this photo card. And these are the rest of my pools, and I don't typically do this. I mentioned it earlier, I don't like doing this, but I know they're gonna come back eventually, so this will change rather soon, I feel like. And then we have Loona, which I do have their season's greetings for 2021. Up there, I just marked that I did recently purchase the re-release of Chu and Olivia Hayes' pre-debut single albums. So those are going to fill up the spot where Hasol's row would have been if she had been part of the season's greetings. But yeah, and then I just have my midnight pools up here, and then the rest are just the season's greetings. And I just, since there are 5 per member, 5 photo cards per member. I just did, I just made these on in Photoshop and printed like what would be their attendee or attendance cards. I don't remember which of the two it is. But yeah, that is it for this binder. Here's my Twice binder. My bias is Sana, and I haven't made a title page or a cover page for this binder, but I do plan on changing all of them and making new ones, so I just haven't bothered with making one that matches the other ones because I'm going to change them anyway. But yeah, over here we have the garland from Story Begins, and I just have it open on my top 2 biases, Sana and Mina. And then my third bias in Twice is Nayeon. So I do not collect Sana fully, but I do collect some of her photo cards. The way I do it is that I want to have at least 1 photo card of hers per album or per era. So that's what I try to do. Everything else will be photo cards pools, or if I really like a photo card of any of the members, particularly Sana, then if I want to get it, then I just get it. I basically just collect what I like and what makes me really happy to see. So that's what I do. And if I end up getting a set that has some photo cards that I was already looking for, and it comes with some others, and I typically just keep them unless they're dupes, and then I'll see if my sister doesn't have them and then just give them to her. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will have 2 full Sana sets for 2 albums, but I'll get to those later. So on the first page, we have Story Begins at the top and bottom, and then the middle are the lenticulars for page 2. I do want to get Sana's lenticular for page 2, and then this one is coming from Mercari Japan, from Neokyo. And then these are all my pools for page 2. I'm not going to get an actual photo card of hers, I'm just going to get the lenticular because I don't really like her photo cards for this era. And then we have Twice Coaster Lane 1 and Lane 2. So these 2 are from Twice Coaster Lane 2 and the rest are Lane 1. I have not bought this one yet, but I do want to get Sana's costume photo card for Lane 1. And then we have Signal. That photo card actually came in a set of other photo cards that I needed. So it actually balanced this page out really, really nicely. So that's Signal, and then we have Twiceagram, which I've split up in a weird way, but that is because I bought a set that has both Sana's Instagram post and her Polaroid photo cards. So I have 10 photo cards from Twiceagram. Obviously this is a 9 pocket page, so I had to split it up somehow. So I kept the Polaroids here and then the Instagram posts at the top and bottom. And then what I did was just put the other photo card that comes with Twiceagram in the middle of Merry and Happy. So yeah, these are all my photo card pools. And then we have What is Love, which I have this Sana photo card on the way, and it's the one where she's puffing out her cheeks, which is so stinking adorable. I'm so excited to get that photo card. And then these are the rest of my album pools. I don't think I mentioned it, but for Twice, I do collect all versions of their Korean albums. And then we have Summer Nights. I have quite a few of these on the way. I think I have both of these on the way. Again, this is a situation where I found a set. It's just wait for the car to pass by. Okay, so I did buy a set that included this photo card, so that's why I wanted to keep it and just put it here. So we'll have Sana in the middle, Jonghyun on either side, and then these are 2 of my favorite photo cards from Summer Nights. So this is my all-time favorite Chaeyoung photo card, and I pulled it, which is so exciting. And then we're going to look away at the fact that this is a full Nayeon page. Nayeon's Summer Nights photo cards are some of her absolute best. Some of my absolute favorite Twice photo cards. And I want a page of Nayeon Summer Nights. So I'm just gonna ignore the fact that I prepped for that. I haven't bought them yet, but anyway. These are all pools for my albums. I am trading a photo card with my sister because I pulled a dupe. And then that is coming in a set. And then we have Yes or Yes. So Yes or Yes is the first album that I'm going to have. Well, the first album, if we're looking at it chronologically, that I'm going to have a full set of Sana's photo cards. And I have not set them up as a 1/9 pocket page because I do keep my album pools, and I would like to keep all the similar, or all the photo cards are from the same type together. So I will have all of Sana's photo cards except for her hand card because I don't care for that. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. But I am going to have all the rest of her photo cards, and the reason that is because I actually pulled her quite a bit in the 3 albums that I bought. So I'm just gonna show you. So yeah, I have one on this page, one on this page, and then there's another one here. Yeah, so I did pull 3 of her photo cards, which actually is not that much, but I did pull 3 of her photo cards. I knew that I wanted to get the photo card where she's wearing that pink suit. I 100% knew that I wanted to get it. So I bought that one separately, but then I found a set that had the 5 remaining photo cards that I was missing. It's literally just a set of 5 photo cards, and those 5 photo cards are exactly the 5 that I was missing, and I couldn't pass that up. Like, that is too good of a coincidence for me to pass up. So that is coming from Mercari Japan, as well as a pink suit. So when I do my neokyo haul, I will be completing Sana for Yes or Yes. So yeah, the rest are all my album pulls. And then we have Year of Yes. These are all my album pulls. I do want to get one Sana photo card because I did not pull her. And then for Fancy, I have some of these on the way. Some I plan on getting eventually, but everything here are my pulls, I believe. This one's on the way. Those 2 I haven't gotten yet. This one my sister's giving to me because, well, we're trading. I pulled a dupe, so we're trading a photo card there. And then I don't think I've bought those. And then this is going to be an Ion, just so that I have like 5 of the same type of photo card. And then these are the rest of my pulls. And we have Feel Special, which I think it's my second starting photo cards video. I talked a lot about how I was setting up Feel Special because I did end up, so I bought the 3 versions. There was a situation where I ended up with 2 more of the B and C versions of Feel Special. So I just kept all my pulls. But yeah, I will be getting this Sana photo card. It is on the way from Neokyo. And then another situation where I'm trading with my sister because we pulled dupes. This is my all-time favorite Shui photo card. It's her white border from Feel Special. All-time favorite Shui photo card, so I wanted to get it, and I think this will be a really nice page. This one's on the way from Neokyo, so that will complete this page. And then this page is completed from my pulls, as well as this one. And then we got 2 More and More. That is coming in a set that I've already bought from Neokyo. So this will be a really beautiful page, and these 3 will be signature cards. These 2 are the line board, and then these 2 are non-border. One of the 2 non-borders. I don't know if they're from the same set. I want to say they are, but yeah, this is going to be such a gorgeous page. And then this one's also coming in a set with that one that I just pointed out on the other page. So it'll be all yellow borders and then all black borders, and then the one Sana red border in the middle that I pulled. And I feel really bad that Chaeyoung's over here. But it's not my favorite photo card, so I don't mind having her in the back with the rest. And these are from the same set, like in the same location. So I think that's fine. And then these 2 are going to be unit cards that have 3 members, and then these 2 are the red border unit cards. So I think this page gets balanced out really nicely. And then we have Eyes Wide Open. So for Eyes Wide Open, I did decide from the moment that I saw their photo card previews that I wanted to get Sana's full set. So I did, and I'm only missing that one, and it is on the way from Neokyo. So soon this page will be complete, which makes me so excited. And then the rest of the photo cards are my album pools. I did buy this one, but I did pool. That's the only Sana photo card that I pulled in my albums. So yeah, these are the rest of my pools. And back here, I just have their pre-order benefits. I did buy the Twice Ghost Lane 1 pre-order benefit set because I really, really like it. So the pre-order benefits I have in here are either because I got them with an album that I bought, or because I got them because I really like them and I wanted to have the full set. So we'll be getting this one. I did buy the Twice-to-gram one. I absolutely love this photo of Mina so much. I also bought this Yes or Yes set. This came with one of my The Year of Yes albums. And I did pre-order one of More's albums when it first came out. I eventually bought the other two versions. And the same situation with Eyes Wide Open. I did buy pre-order one when it was first released and then get the other two versions later on. Moving forward, I have decided that I'm just going to get all versions of Twice's albums the moment they release, instead of just like pre-ordering one and then getting the rest later. I just hadn't fully decided to collect all of their albums when I got all of these. And then back here I just have the little envelopes where the lenticulars for Nayeon and Chaeyoung from page 2 came in. But yeah, that's it for this binder. All right, here is my 17 binder. As you can see, I do collect S. Scoops. He is my ultimate bias. I absolutely adore him. And I collect all of his Korean album photo cards. And I'm starting to collect some of his trading cards and Japanese photo cards, but those will be, trading cards will be pretty fast. Japanese photo cards I'll take a lot slower. But I have a lot of things set up because I do have a lot of things coming from the neokyo warehouse. My package did ship on Friday or Saturday, so I should be receiving it this week, which is so exciting because the incomplete merch also starts shipping this week, and Weverse does DHL, so that should be arriving this week as well, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, let's get into it. Over here, this just got all messed up, but I just have the envelope from one of the envelopes from Director's Cut. I do have Vernon's clear circle sticker from an Ode Hope version, and then this came in a set, and I have, quite frankly, no clue what it's from, but he's cute, so he's staying there. First photo card set I have is Going Magazine. I did pull the black back version, so these are all the photo cards. And as you could probably guess, I do collect all of 17's Korean albums, all versions. I am missing 3 versions of Teenage, and that is because honestly, my dumbass is just waiting for the day that we get a re-release of 17's Teenage, which I know is never gonna happen, but I'm still holding out hope, and I really like getting sealed albums rather than buying them used and open and without any inclusions. So if I ever do buy an album that is unsealed, I usually look for it with all the inclusions. But yeah, that's the only album that I'm missing the rest of the versions for. Everything else I do have. And for Japanese albums, I have 1 version of each album, and I'm going to slowly start going back and collecting all of the limited versions, except for the carrot version, unless I can find it for a good price. But all the limited versions of their Japanese albums, I've already bought all the limited versions of their next release. I did see that Weverse still has the other 2 limited versions that I'm missing for 24 hours, so I'll probably be getting that soon as well. But yeah, we have these 2 on the way. So both of S-Scoops's Love and Letter repack photo cards are on the way from Neokyo, and this is the only Korean album photo card of S-Scoops that I'm missing. Maybe one day, hopefully one day, I'll be able to find this for a decent price. I did find a sealed version of Boys Be the Seek version, and I did pull Woozy. Bought this one in it came with the hide version of the album. And then I did find Love and Letter repack sealed, and I pulled June and Vernon. And then we have Going 17. All of S-Scoops's photo cards, and then the rest are my album pulls. Going 17 was the very first 17 album I bought early last year, and I bought the Make the 17 version. I bought it off of eBay. It took like 3 or 4 weeks to arrive, and I actually pulled these 2 photo cards in it. You're supposed to pull a solo photo card and a unit photo card, I'm pretty sure, but I pulled 2 solo member photo cards, which was pretty cool. And my sister has 2 of these, so she's gonna give it to me, which is just DK and Woozy's unit. Then we have AL1. Teenage. Like I said, I only have 1 version, and then I do have S-Scoops's full set. So I did pull Wonu for the white version. And then we have Director's Cut. The lenticulars in the middle. Somehow I found the Taiwan edition of You Make My Day, which is the Set the Sun version, in FYE one day randomly. Don't know how, but I immediately grabbed it and never let go of it, and I pulled this set. So you could either pull, I want to say Maknae line, but it's not because Woozy's in here. I don't know why they split it up like this, but you can either pull Maknae line or the older members, and I did pull these. And I have this photo card on the way. When it comes to 17, much like with Twice, if there's a member that has a photo card that I really enjoy, that makes me really happy, then I try to get it, just because Twice and Monsta X is one of my top groups. I want to say they're an alt. They're an alt, but 17 still comes up on top, and is my alt of alts. So 17 being my ult of ults for boy groups, and Twice being my ult of ults for girl groups. I just get whatever I want and whatever makes me happy. There's no rhyme or reason other than me collecting S-Scoops. Other than that, whatever I like, whatever makes me happy, it's my collection. Even if it's mismatched and it's not complete, it makes me happy. So I do have Vernon's Meat logo back, You Make My Day photo card on the way. Then we have the ribbon backs. So I found a set with 2 of June's photo cards, so that one's coming on the way as well. And then we have You Made My Dawn logo back. I have a Hoshi photo card on the way, and the ribbon back, a June photo card on the way. And then we have an ode, so we have the Begin blue back, Begin white back, Poet beige back, and S-Scoops's other photo card from this version is on this page. So this is white back, and then the one other beige back of S-Scoops. I don't keep him over here because I hate the 8 card layout. I did do it for You Make My Day, and I hate it, and it'll eventually change somehow, but I'm doing it right now because I don't have really another way of organizing it. But if I can keep things to 7 and 7, then I prefer that layout. And I just put him in the middle so it still looks nice. Hope green back, the infamous beret photo cards, and then Hope white back. Again, 8 card layout. This is gonna change. This is on the way. I somehow found a set of Mingyu, and if you know 17, you know that Mingyu, Jonghan, and Wonu are some of the most expensive members to buy photo cards for. I think across the board, definitely in Mercari Japan, but I think just in general they are the most expensive members. And I found a really good set of 3 of Mingyu's Anode photo cards, including this white back one, which is the one where he's like tilting his head back and has his eyes kind of closed, for a really good price. It was 3 photo cards, and I can't believe that I actually managed to get it and it went through and it didn't get canceled. It's on the way, which is exciting. Truth purple back, have this June on the way, and then Truth white back. So this is one of the other ones that came in that set with the Hope card of Mingyu. Real black back, except for these 2, because I have a lot more of the white backs for some reason. And this Minghao photo card, the background really fits in well with the others, so I just kept it here. And then white back. The third Mingyu photo card is the other one of this one, and since I already have this one, then I'll probably just end up giving that one to my sister. Yeah, these are all my pulls except for a scoops of Anode. Actually, no, that is a lie. I have bought a few of these, but I'm not going to get into it. Then we move on to Hengare. So at the time, I only pre-ordered 1 Hengare album from K-Town for You, so I think I pulled this pre-order set. And then later on, I got 2 other versions from, I think, K-Pop Town, and then the 4th version, I ended up going back to K-Town for You and getting it from there, and they still had pre-order benefits, and I ended up pulling this. So it matches the Taiwan edition of You Make My Day, which is pretty cool. And so we have Hana up here. Then this begins the dude version. This photo card is on the way. All of these photo cards that I have marked right now are on the way except for the ones in the back, but I'll get into those later. And then we complete the dude version here, and then we begin the set version. Oh, sorry. These 2 are from the set version. So dude ends here, and then set begins here. And completes up here with a scoops, and then these are all net version. For semicolon, I mentioned it in my very first storing photo cards video, which I think was the very first video on my channel. I did collect all of 17's semicolon photo cards because each member only had 2 photo cards. They had 14 versions of their albums. I ended up getting 10 different versions that I kept because they were different members' covers. So I honestly was so close to completing OT13 that I just did. So this is the first set, and I just split them up by the first set has all of the photo cards that I like the most from each member. And then here is the second set. And then this section is for Japanese photo cards, trading cards, and any other special photo cards like Season's Greetings, Carrot Kits, what else? Photo books, etc. Magazines. Oh, and pre-order benefits. So I have some HMV cards. I did mention at some point that I wanted to collect a full page, or at least the 7 card layout of the semicolon HMV first round photo cards, the ones that have the most like colorful back, but some of them are pretty hard to find and more than I am willing to pay for at the time. So I'm just gonna settle for these for now. There are a lot of other pre-order benefits and fan sign cards that I do want to get of different members. I'm not going to collect all of the scoopses because no, too stressful. But I did buy like a Minghao set that did include his HMV for Hengare. I've always wanted this Vernon Sonara Hengare photo card, so I ended up getting it. And scoopses Yiziu? I don't know how you pronounce that. Semicolon. Is it a fan sign photo card? Oh my god, absolutely gorgeous, and it is on the way. So all of these photo cards are on the way from Mercari Japan. And I have these here because they're kind of like a continuation from Korean photo cards. And then we have Japanese photo cards. I have 4 We Make You photo cards, but I only bought 1 unsealed version of the album on Mercari Japan. It just came with those 4 cards, so I was like, I'm not gonna say no to that. And I do have Scoops's full trading card set for We Make You on the way. Eventually this will get split up as I get the other limited versions of We Make You that I'm missing, as well as potentially start collecting S.Scoops' Japanese photo cards, but this one's going to be the hardest one to collect, so I'm not going to hold my breath on it. Happy Ending, we have the same situation. I did buy this Happy Ending album. I can't remember which version it was, but I did buy it sealed and I pulled Dokyum. And then those two photo cards came in different sets that I've bought in the past, and I just kept them because they're absolutely gorgeous. I did buy an S.Scoops set that comes with one of his Happy Ending photo cards, so that will go there. And then I do have his full trading card set for Happy Ending on the way as well. Again, this will get split up as I get the other versions that I'm missing, as well as start collecting S.Scoops' photo cards. Here we have Fallen Flower and 24 Hours. So I bought Fallen Flower unsealed, but it did come with a Sungkwan set. This came in a random set that I bought of S.Scoops. I did pull Hoshi for 24 Hours, and not including semicolon, this is the only time I have ever pulled Hoshi. If you saw any Hoshi back here, it's because I bought him. He hates me, and this is the only time I've actually pulled him in an album. And then this Dino photo card came in a set, and it's so absolutely stunning that I could not get rid of it. I have not set up for their next release yet, nor have I set up for the 2 limited versions of 24 Hours that I'm missing that I do plan on getting soon. Here we have Seasons, Greetings, and Carrot Kits. There are some trading card sets that I don't plan on collecting because they're just going to be impossible to find. And the same goes for some of the Carrot Kits. Anyway, there are reasons why I'm collecting partially for these. Maybe at some point I'll expand, but for the time being, I've only set up for those. And like I said, I do have their 2021 Seasons Greetings, so I have the full set. So for Carrot Land, I'm going from 2018 to 2020 for S.Scoops, and I think I have all of the 2019 and the last 2020 that I'm missing all on the way. I have not gotten the 2018 ones yet. And then we have Ideal Cut Korea, which I don't think I have either of those on the way yet. Ideal Cut Japan, I have some of these, if not all of them, on the way. And then Ideal Cut Japan continues over here. Haru is complete. The 8th photo card is over here, and we're going to ignore the fact that it's not on this page. But I've said it before and I'll say it again, I hate the 8 card layout. So if I can avoid it, then I will. Then we have Ode to You Korea at the top, and then this begins Ode to You Japan. And the reason this is the only photo card on this page is because I do have the Minghao counterpart, so it just made sense to keep these over here and have this page be a complete S.Scoops Ode to You Japan page. Again, avoiding the 8 card layout as well. Then we have Japan Dome Tour, which I have, I think, all of these on the way. And it completes over here, again, avoiding the 8 card layout, but I do have a Minghao because it came in a set and I decided to keep it. So it just made sense to not mix in Minghao with all of S.Scoops' photo cards. And then down here, I do have S.Scoops' 4 Winter Goods trading cards on the way. And last but not least, we have the Off the Record photo book. I did buy that, so I have the full set. And back here, this came in one of the sets that I bought from Mercari Japan. The seller just ended up clipping out all of S.Scoops' stickers from the Anode sticker sheets and including them, so I have those down there. But yeah, that's it for 17. I am about to outgrow this binder. There's a little bit of space left, but once I start putting all of the cards I'm going to get from neokyo into all those pages, it is going to bulk up because those trading cards are thicker. So I have a 2-inch binder. I also bought a second 1.5-inch binder. These are all 1.5-inch binders, by the way. So I will either upgrade to a 2-inch or just split this into 2 1.5-inch and just do create album photo cards in one and all others in the other, but I will deal with that when the time comes. I'm not gonna stress about it right now, but yeah, that is it. I am really excited to see how my collection continues to grow after this, and as I continue growing my YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if I talk too much. I'll probably try to cut this down as much as I possibly can, but yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!
다음에 또 만나요. 우리 모두 슬퍼 말아요. 다음에도 기대되는 고이 세븐틴.